Prosperity and abundance to everyone tuning in. I'm Mrs.Melanin, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be back with you all. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the energy transfer that narcissists try to do with you and how they try to place this spirit of rejection and abandonment, whatever spirit or spirits they may be dealing with. They try to exchange those nagging thoughts, feelings, that internal noise that they have. They try to switch it with you, especially, I won't say especially, but it's coming to me in a way where, like, I want to say, even if you have a strong sense of self before dealing with them, it can still cause dents in your spirit. And you'll even notice beyond just on a spiritual level, physically, they start to do things to mimic you. That's a big part of their game, mirroring you, learning things about you, making you feel like you are in alignment with one another, or, you know, it may not be as direct as you would expect it to be, but when you can sit back and pretty much map out everything, you will see that you were being mimicked. And there's a lack of sense of self actually that they deal with, that they want to deplete you of. And we can talk about how great it can be for your spiritual journey, and you can be grateful for it in the end, because being able to transmute that is a powerful part of healing. However, when you are dealing with that, and depending on what level you're dealing with, so if it's parents and you're a child in the home and you have years until you can move out on your own, or they make it difficult for you, or if it's a partner who, if you do a divorce, you know, it impacts your children, and people don't realize that these people make life very hard for you when you try to move on. So it's bigger than just your own feelings and emotions. Whatever it may be, that whatever level you may be dealing with them with, or on, excuse me, you definitely, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. They use spiritual and psychological warfare to attack you on a level that is, and I'm not absolving them of any responsibility, but it is like the same way you have your intuition can help you protect yourself and lead you to things to help you accomplish what path you're on. The same way these individuals have a demonic intelligence that they operate off of, that will connect certain dots that they didn't even know were connecting. So it's bigger than them. Now they are aware of their actions and what they're doing and the impact it has on people, because that's how they learn to use certain tactics. They'll use the same thing over and over because they realized it was effective. It was effective when breaking down, you know, the last person, and wherever they realize that they made mistakes, or you bring it to their attention, or they see a certain outcome, they make the adjustments. I don't want to talk on this topic that long. I just want to let it serve as confirmation for anybody that may be wondering, or you feel it and you see it, like it down to like misfortune dealing with these people. You'll hear people talk about it a lot, and it's very, very true. But these people, it's like they want to use you to hold on to that projection that they've made up in their head, because at some point they have to devalue you. It's just a cycle of self-sabotage. So when they're in that space of devaluing you, they need you to accept that role. It's like they are very, very meticulous when it comes to people being in certain roles. And I'll just leave that there. Spiritual transfer is real, and the best thing to do. You have to get away from these people. You have to get away from these people. That's very hard to do. So me even saying it like this, like I should know better. But if you can, beforehand, especially if you don't have any ties to them, try to get away. And it's not to be rude or mean to them. It's just, it's not a spirit of love. It's not a spirit of delight. It's not a spirit of growth. It's not a spirit of prosperity. It is a spirit that comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And it needs to be talked about on multiple levels because it exists on multiple levels.